Magandang hapon po mga kababayan. Another week here on the show. Simulan na natin with our very valuable information kasama ang ating attorney na ipinaglalaban po ang karapatan ng mga empleyado, Attorney Joe Zayas.
This segment is brought to you by the law offices of Joe Zayas Jr., lawyers helping employees and consumers.
Kasama po natin dito sa Kababayan Today ang ating kababayan ni si Attorney Joe Zayas. Welcome back po to the show. Last month, we discussed the differences between the two general types of workers, the employee and the independent contractor. Attorney Joe, ngayong araw naman na ito, pag-usapan natin ang importansya ng meal breaks at rest breaks para sa mga empleyado. Kasi alam naman natin, pag nagtratrabaho tayo, minsan hindi na tayo nakakapag-break. Why is it so important that employees have meal and rest breaks in the workplace?
Alam mo, mahalagang magkaroon ng tinatawag na meal breaks, 30-minute meal breaks, tsaka 10-minute rest breaks in order to provide rest to our employees. Scientific studies have shown na pag well-rested ng mga empleyado, at least they avoid mistakes and prevent accidents. It also ensures the health of our employees.
Okay, ano ba naman yung mga employees entitled to a meal break? Who are these kinds of employees?
These are the employees who work more than 5 hours a day.
So that's almost everyone.
Almost everyone. And they should be provided with a 30-minute meal break within the first 5 hours of work.
Sabihin na natin yung totoo. Minsan, pag nagtratrabaho tayo, lalo na pag napakadaming trabaho, hindi na tayo nakakapag-break. Is this illegal?
I understand the business necessity, pero pag nangyari yung mga ganan na nagtatrabaho ng ating mga empleyado, they should be compensated additionally for 1 hour per day. And pag nagtrabaho sila nung 30-minute meal break na yon, that's another 30-minute that should be separately compensated. Minsan at overtime rate. Because nandun na yung mga empleyado, they work 8 hours a day, and then during the 30-minute meal break, nagtrabaho pa rin sila. So meron silang extra 30 minutes which should be paid at overtime.
Okay, so syempre kailangan sulatin nila to na dapat i-chronicle nila, di ba?
Dapat. Mahalagang malaman ng ating mga kabayan is there are two separate payments.
Dalawa.
Extra hour of compensation for missing a meal break and another payment for the extra 30 minutes of work. Kasi nagtrabaho sila during that break time. Dapat hindi sila nagtatrabaho ng 30 minutes na yun. Dapat uninterrupted yung 30-minute meal break na yun.
Naku, yung uninterrupted medyo mahirap ata yan kasi alam mo naman lalo na in the medical industry.
Yes.
'Di ba?
Yes,
Palaging kailangan ng pasyente ng tulong. So palaging nangyayari to sa ating medical professionals.
Masipag ang ating mga kababayan, Giselle. So they really care for the patient. They do it. Minsan, kumakain sila after 10 minutes or 15 minutes, they get calls from the patients or from the doctors or from other nurses. So they cut short their 30-minute meal break. Tama yun. I mean, that's good. That's their responsibility. But they're also entitled to additional money.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about naman the rest break. Napag-usapan na natin yung pagkain, 'di ba? Yung meal break which is 30 minutes. How long did you mention? 10 minutes ang rest break dapat?
Ang rest break na required ng batas is 10 minutes for every 4 hours of work. Ang difference niyan is meal breaks are not paid. You know, if the employer provides 30-minute meal breaks, hindi binabayaran ang empleyado. Because as long as this is a complete, uninterrupted 30-minute meal break, hindi babayaran. Pero ang 10-minute rest breaks, dapat bayaran yan. And most of the time, hindi nakakaroon ng 10-minute rest breaks during the first 4 hours.
So importante yan, no? What remedies am I entitled to or the viewers are entitled to if they're not provided either a meal or a rest break?
They're entitled to additional pay, additional compensation. Na-mention ko yung extra hour. So if there is a meal break violation and a rest break violation,
Doble yun.
Doble na. And then, of course, if they work more than 8 hours as a result of doing work during their meal breaks, that 30-minute extra work should be paid at overtime rate.
Okay, can you share with us some interesting cases na hinandle niyo po that really relate to what we're talking about today?
Alam mo, Giselle, I was getting out of a parking lot and this cashier from the parking company says, Joe, can I eat inside my cashier's booth? Nakita niyo siguro yung mga parking facility. Merong cashier's booth yan, di ba? So my response to him was, go to my office and we'll talk about it. And he did. It turned out to be a meal break violation affecting more than 8,000 employees statewide, from San Francisco to LA to San Diego.
Wow. 8,000 employees.
Yeah, that's correct.
Diba?
Yeah.
Okay, are there employees in other industries naman that suffer these violations?
There are lots of employees in other industries like, healthcare workers, nurses, respiratory therapists, other hospital employees or employees working in nursing homes, or even
Miski po caregiver?
kahit caregiver. They're entitled to those meal and rest breaks. Even traveling X-ray technicians or phlebotomists or bus drivers or even truck drivers, they're entitled to those breaks.
Right. Okay. It's really important na alam natin ang batas. Hindi po ba,
That's correct.
Attorney Joe Zayas?
Yes.
Kasi pag hindi nyo alam yung batas, people can take advantage of you.
Yes, it's very important na malaman nila ang kanilang karapatan because that means an extra amount of money in their paycheck. That means something for them and their families.
Yes, and that goes a long way. Sometimes, di ba, ang meal break, 2 beses sa isang buwan, hindi mo magawa. Pag inad mo yun, malaki rin yung makukuha mo na, kumbaga, you are entitled to that money. Di ba?
That's correct, especially if that occurs within a period of, let's say, 4 years. That's why we have these class actions that my firm handles. That's why we fight for them, even if the employees do not pay us any attorney's fees, even if they consult with us.
So, miski 3 taon na yung kaso ni Cinco.
The parking case lasted for about 6.5 years for us.
6.5
The
years.
big companies fought against us, but we fought in return, but we were able to achieve a very good settlement on behalf of those parking employees. Attendants, cashiers, janitors, maintenance employees.
And this was just because they were not being able to be given that meal break. Is that correct?
That's correct. That's correct.
That's really impressive. Attorney Joe, thank you so much for sharing this invaluable information with our kababayans. It's so important that we are able to give them the knowledge because knowledge is power, as they say, right? And for you to give advice to us, just because alam naman natin dito sa Amerika minsan napaka-intricate ng batas.
Yes.
Pero hindi naman kailangan maging intricate dahil napaka-simple lang pala po.
Yes, we can simplify this. There are some technical issues on those laws, but we're helping the employees. We made it simple for them. We want to make sure they understand it so that we can better help them.
Thank you so much, Attorney Joe,
Okay.
for visiting us once again here on Kababayan Today.
Thank you, G.
It's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Okay, thank you. Take care.
All right, next time naman po, we will talk about the rights of those who provide care to the sick and those with disabilities. Marami pong kababayan ang yan ang trabaho. Is there a difference in your rights if you are providing care in a facility or in a patient's home? Pagbalik po natin dito on the only daily talk show in the US po, para po sa ating mga kapwang Pilipino na naninirahan dito sa Amerika. Abangan niyo po si Attorney Joe Zayas para mapag-usapan po natin yan. Maraming salamat and we'll be right back on Kababayan Today.
This segment is brought to you by the law offices of Joe Zayas Jr., lawyers helping employees and consumers.